Yeah, of course you're fucking gone. I hate you people who show up for 2 seconds and then leave. Like seriously, I can't stand you individuals that show up here just to gawk for 2 seconds and then leave. Like you can't wait around. You can't actually watch the stream. Why do you even click on the notification? Do you click on the notification just to talk about the title? Do you seriously click on the notification just to talk about the fucking title? That's why I can't stand I can't stand sharing this planet with people like you. I can't stand sharing this planet with people like you where all you're willing to do is fucking gawk at the stream for 2 seconds, read the title of the stream, and then go talk about the stream somewhere else without even watching it. Do you think I haven't done that before? Do you think I haven't been you before? Do you think I haven't ran around like causing controversy just by talking about the title of people's streams? Do you think I haven't been you before? Do you think I don't know what you're doing? You think I'm going to be able to tell if you actually watch the stream or pay attention to what I say or not? Like the nerve of Victoria J to say she fucking knows me as a person. You know, if you know me as a person, Victoria J, and I'm such a bad fucking person, why'd you come to me crying for help? That's what I want to know, Victoria J. What I want to fucking know is if I'm such a bad fucking person, Victoria J, why did you come to me crying for help? Obviously, I'm not too good to help you. Obviously, you're not too good for me to ask me for help. Obviously, Victoria J, you're not too good for me to start to come to me and cry for help. But apparently, you want to try to fucking big league me and you want to try to set me up. How fucking pathetic, dude. How pathetic to lower yourself to begging someone you want to troll for help as a means to an end. How fucking pathetic. Like, you're literally no different than a sex worker at that point. You're basically a sex worker. There's not really much of a difference between Victoria J and a sex worker, for me to be honest with you. If you want me to be honest with you, there's more similarities between Victoria J and a sex worker. Between Victoria and a sex worker, then there are differences. And if you're looking at it as closely as I am, you'll see exactly what I'm seeing. There's more similarities between Victoria J and a sex worker than there are differences. And you want to know why? Because Vegan Patriot is a sex worker, and people compare Victoria J and Vegan Patriot. Why would people be comparing sex worker, Vegan Patriot, and Victoria J with each other if there's not more similarities than there are differences between Victoria J and a sex worker? I certainly feel that way after my recent encounter with Victoria J. After my recent encounter with Victoria J, I most definitely feel that there are more similarities than there are differences between Victoria J and a sex worker. I mean, she's literally, what's it called? If she thinks I'm so disgusting of a man and she wants nothing to do with me, she thinks I'm so disgusting of a man and she wants nothing to do with me, why would she lead me on as she does so many other men by coming to me and asking me for help? I mean, that's literally leading a man on. And she's gonna sit there and go, no, I never did it. You definitely, most certainly did lead me on, and with how disgusting you think I am as an individual, it's quite embarrassing for you. You're basically, there's no difference between you and a sex worker, Victoria J. There's not much difference between you and a sex worker. And you want to know why there's not much difference between you and a sex worker, Victoria J? Because you lead men on for your own benefit. That's basically why there's no, I mean, that's literally a service that a sex worker offers. I mean, a sex worker offers, what's it called? Emotional companionship for monetary gain. I mean, I don't know how else to tell you that there's not much difference between you and a sex worker, Victoria J. I hate to break it to you. I'm sure that's embarrassing for you, but there's not much difference between you and a sex worker.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Every time they drop their guard, they get get caught. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Beautiful counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fury in that last round.
What's the difference between Victoria J and a sex worker, since you guys want to come here and try to talk shit periodically? What's the difference between Victoria J and a sex worker? Give me a valid argument as to how there aren't more similarities than differences between Victoria J and a sex worker. The first person to come in here and make an actual, reasonable, intellectually honest argument as to why as to why there are more differences than there are similarities between Victoria J and a sex worker, I'll shut up. I'll shut up when someone actually proves me wrong. When someone actually factually proves me wrong about the claim that I'm making right now. I mean, for God's sakes, we're comparing Vegan Patriot, who is a sex worker, and Victoria J. So if you tell me how there's not more similarities and differences between Victoria J and a sex worker, I'll shut up. You want to know why there's more similarities than there are differences? Because the service that a sex worker offers is companionship and emotional support, and Victoria J was in there giving me fake companionship, begging me for help, which is something that you would do if you were, trying to trigger a man's instincts. If you were so what Victoria J knows that I hate women. Victoria J knows that I hate women. So what do you do? What do you do if you're a woman and you're talking to a man that hates women and he already distrusts women because he's been abused by women? You try to trigger his instincts as a man. So she came to me crying for help. She came to me crying for help and fucking asking me to, like, help her and shit, which is what you do if you're talking to a man that fucking despises women and rightfully distrusts them because he has been abused and manipulated by women his entire life. You try to trigger his instincts as a man, which is literally what Victoria J was doing by coming to me and asking me for help, and that's fucking bullshit. Okay? That is fucking bullshit, and she's basically no different than a sex worker for doing that. Okay? And you can't tell me she's not. Tell me the difference between Victoria J and a sex worker for coming to me and fucking, like, asking me for help. Like, that's fucking bullshit. That's fucking bullshit, and you can't tell me it's not bullshit.
That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Fury in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Back, get your focus back, and get that jab back. Was boxing?
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good
Get out there and win this round, all right? It's only one round that you lost. Don't worry about it.
Doing the gaps will appear. Good work there. The jabs will work.
And let's reset. Forget about the round. It was a bad round, but we don't care. Just go out there and win the next one. Yeah? Good. You're switching off, and you're starting to make mistakes.
I'm set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go.
On the job, and then get back out there and win the round.
Go, but you've got to be smart, otherwise he'll see it and he'll ride it out. Go out.
You let him back in. You're better than that, kid. Just go back out there.
You're getting your time in already. That right hand is beautiful.
The referee calling for seconds out.
Again.
Right back into the action.
You've been coasted for this entire fight. And
Can't figure you out. Great work. Just stay focused. Don't let him back in.
There's the bell to start round 3.
I'm just saying it's fucking bullshit. You can't tell me it's not bullshit. She literally, like, used the fact that I'm a man against me. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do if I think a woman genuinely, like, needs help or some shit like that? Am I supposed to be like, no, because I hate women? Or not? Well, okay, I need to stop saying hate women. Am I supposed to be like, no, because I don't like women? Am I supposed to be like, no, because women have mistreated me? I need to stop saying hate. Am I supposed to be like, no, women have mistreated me? Like, it's bullshit. It's bullshit, and I don't like it, and it's bullshit, and fuck her.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Punch, counter punch. Nice job getting that punch through. Very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he scores with the counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Do you believe this? Back and forth they go. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about fury in that last round.
What do you do?
They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously
be
hope
smart.
the judges
Get your
kept their
shots
eye
off
on
and
this
don't
fight,
give 'em
because if they
anything, all
haven't, there's going to
Okay,
be
I'm
absolute
happy. I
uproar.
like that round. Good work.
There's the bell to start round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this one?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
One punch could change everything in this battle. Catch and shoot. You'd like to see more jabs. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught.
Oh, look, he's trying to turn the lag switch on. Look at him turning the lag switch on. Oh no, I can't lose in ranked. Oh no, I can't lose in ranked. I gotta turn the lag switch on. I can't lose in ranked.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
Lag switch, help me. I can't play the game.
Let's talk about fury in that last
Lag
round.
switch, please help me. I can't play the game.
Here in the next round.
Dominance,
You're way
without
better
a
than
doubt,
that guy.
make
You've
look
let him
so,
back
so
into the
easy.
fight.
Good work. That's it. Now breathe. Breathe. Just get
Back out there and win the round. You're
set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolute.
back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the job, and then get back out there and win the round. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about that round. Let's just get out there and let's reach
Abs working nice. Those 1-2 straights down the middle. Can't miss.
and win the next one.
We go to round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round anywhere this year. Good counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Has to be careful for... And he did not take that well at all, Klitschko.
He's dazed. Where shall he look? What should he do? Should he run? Should he try and hold on?
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned?
back together. Listen, be smart when you go.
This is the beginning of round 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice exchange here from both men. Beautiful counter shot. That counter shot lands. This fight has a real good flow to it.
You can't tell me it's not ridiculous that Victoria J tried to get me to so okay, this is what is fucked up about what Victoria J did to me, okay? Because let me repeat this again, Ed. Let me try to repeat this in a way that is less of rhetoric. Okay, Victoria J, what I don't distrust women rightfully because women have abused me my entire life. So what does a woman like Victoria J do, knowing that I mistrust women because they have abused me my entire life, and she is a woman that likes to abuse men? What do you do? What do you do if you wanna try to bait Francis in? You try to trigger Francis's instincts as a man. Now, what triggers a man's instincts, whether they like it or not, no matter how they mistrust women? A woman claiming that she is in distress. So, Victoria J came to me. Tell me this isn't fucking ridiculous. Victoria J came to me claiming that she needed help. Okay? With how much Victoria J has fucked with me and tried to emasculate me, I would think that Victoria J... I would think that Victoria J would not come to me for help unless she legitimately was worried about something or legitimately needed help. Okay? So, no matter how much I do not like women, I can't even help it. When a woman came up to me after the hurricane and told me she needed my assistance with something, it was like my brain didn't give me the option to add my personal input into the equation. My brain was just like, go help this woman that is asking you for help. She's probably not asking you for help unless it's something that she legitimately cannot actually accomplish without your assistance, because she's a woman. Okay? So, fucking Victoria J, with how much she does not like me, I would think that she would not come up to me and ask me for assistance unless she actually needed assistance. That is what male instincts, the most recent one, that is just how male instincts work. Okay, that is how your instincts as a man work. Like, even if you know it is an abusive woman, she's probably not asking you for help for no fucking reason, is the way the male brain works. Okay, so fucking Victoria J came up to me and asked me for help.
hard. My motto is,
knowing how
if
much
it's not
I've been
broken, why
abused by
change it?
women and don't like them,
Last
and
round,
fucking,
work.
it's
Wait for the
ridiculous
reaction.
that she
Until
took
then,
advantage of my male instincts. Because what do you want me to ignore my fucking instincts? Do you want me to ignore my? Is that what you want? Do you want me to not help women that need help? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel because I feel like my instincts have been used against me, and I don't like that. I feel like my instincts as a man were used against me to try to set me up, and that's fucked up, and I don't like that. And I think women should feel mad at Victoria J for that also, because it's not cool to like to do that to dudes. It's not. And because you don't want men to not have that instinct, is what you don't want to abuse men to the point where they don't have the help women that need help instinct. That is not a world you want to live in. I don't care how much you trust AI.
Have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You say that, but like that is a good instinct for when women actually need help.
Well, just a couple
For
of
men to have.
What's your assessment so far?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Klitschko in big trouble. Can he make his way out of it? Do you believe this? Klitschko is down.
Oh no! Come on, get up! Get up! It can't be over.
1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Klitschko in that
Okay,
last
back
round.
into that fight,
Let's
and
see how
that's
the
his
game
round.
plan
Go back
changes
out there
after
and
that
win
big
this one.
knockdown.
Can
You've
make
been
or break
coasting
a
for this
fighter.
entire fight, and now you've lain back in. Now it's going to be a tougher.
Great round, great round. Now relax. Just stay focused.
And there's the bell for round 8. His eyes look
No.
pretty clear here, Johnny.
See,
How do you think he's gonna do after being knocked
that
down?
is not what it is.
What's
See,
a heavy knockdown?
Victoria J got an inch out of me, and then she wanted a mile, and I said, if you want a mile out of me, you have to take care of me as well. Okay, and that is not an unreasonable thing to do. Okay, because she was asking too much of me at that point. It was apparent that she was abusing.
Punch.
It was apparent that she was trying to MK Ultra mind control me. It's apparent that she was Steven Crowder in the middle of a riot going, okay, man, you still have maternal instincts. That's good. Like, it's apparent that she was trying to fucking Canadian MK Ultra handler me and try to, like, grab me by my male caveman instinct and puppeteer me, and I don't like that. And I think women should be mad at Victoria J for doing that, because that is not a you don't want to fuck with men's instincts, because that's a whole can of worms psychologically that you don't want men to be going, like, trying to parse through while they're trying to survive. Okay. No, don't give me that. You are ultimately in control bullshit. Fuck you. Okay. Fuck that and fuck you.
They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're gonna find out.
Failing to score with that right hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in. Hold that thought! Klitschko is stumbling around. He's got to find himself here. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.
Again, it's not even okay. So I don't know how to explain this. Like, it went from her asking me for an inch to I was on her panel and she was demeaning me and, like, saying that, like, number one, she was saying I need, like, a mail order bride before I even got on the panel. So like it went from she approached me, used my male instincts to manipulate me, to immediately began emotionally abusing me and demanding shit of me, and then like you guys don't understand because you're not me. You don't understand how manipulative she was acting in DMs to me from the beginning, down to literally using my male instincts to like pry the conversation, to like pry the door to conversation open, knowing that I'm a fucking like rambling asshole, and that once you get a conversation going with me, I'm just gonna keep talking, even if I can tell that you're fucking with me. That's what she knows, that I'm just gonna keep talking to her, even if I can tell that she's fucking with me, just because I don't have anyone to talk to. And she fucking used my like male instincts to like force the door to conversation open by like approaching me via the manner of, I am a woman in distress, help me because I am a woman in distress. Like, you don't understand how fucked up all of that was. You really don't understand how fucked up. Like, she's trying to like figure out ways to like get me arrested while talking to me with like Eric and other like IP2 fucking scum and shit like that. You guys just don't understand how fucking bizarre that was. And like, I don't know how to use my words to make you understand how bizarre everything Victoria J did was. But it was bizarre, and you could tell it was like a gaggle of like manipulative assholes behind it, and that's the only way I can explain it to you that'll make sense. Well, she didn't even successfully use me for content, because she kept having to shut it down, because, like, I could tell that she was fucking with me the entire time. And that's why she didn't want to bring me back on at all, because at one point, number one, it ended, like, it ended, okay, the way, if you go back and watch what happened, the way that ended, like, if prime golden era Jim Can't Swim was literally assessing me talking to Victoria J on that stream, he would be telling you the entire time that I have noticed and picked up on the fact that Victoria J is fucking with me, and then by the end he would be like, this is a fail scenario because the person she's trying to manipulate has completely shut down and now become hostile and not open to conversation. Like, Victoria J literally like failed the speech check like 37 times. If this was a Dungeons and Dragons game, Victoria J failed the speech check before I even got on panel. Like, I picked up that she was fucking with me before I even got on the panel. I just wanted to see the extent to which she was a fucked up person, because I knew she was a fucked up person from the moment she insulted me on stream for no reason after inviting me on panel. But, like, I wanted to know the extent that she was a fucked up person after she came in my fucking DMs and like used my male instinct. She came in my DMs and fucking in distress, claiming that she needed help with Q. She came in my fucking DMs, like, and manipulated me, because this, I'm gonna repeat this until the fucking cows come home, okay? I am a man that has been abused and mistreated by women my entire life, since I was a fucking child, dude. Like, women have been, like, using my male instincts to fucking emotionally and physically abuse me as they see fit since I was a fucking child, and Victoria J knows this shit, and she fucking came to me in distress. stress. She knew that the only way she could even get me to entertain a fucking woman is if she like triggered my fucking male instincts, and she came to me saying she needs help. So at that point, it was like my brain was just like, you gotta do it. My brain was just like, you gotta do it. This is a woman asking for help. This is like your purpose as a man, to like protect women that look like they are like in your fucking gene pool. So you have to do this. This is something that you have to do because you have a penis and male genetics, and whether you like it or not, you're doing it. So at that point, my hands were tied, and I had to entertain this conversation. But like, I gave her an inch, and she wanted like she wanted the entire fucking highway, dude. Like, I gave this bitch a fucking inch, and she wanted a highway. Next thing I know, she's like, you should start talking shit about Q in my chat, and you should come on my stream and talk shit about Q. And it was a whole fucking can of worms, dude. Like, and the next thing I know, like, she's telling me I need a mail order bride and shit, because I'm like, look, dude, like, you asked me for like an inch here, and now you're like fucking insulting me and shit. So it's like, if you want shit out of me, like, you have to take care of me as a man. Like, I don't know why women think this is fucked up, but it's like, dude, if you're gonna like be trying to use me and shit, you gotta take care of me as a man. Otherwise, like, you're just fucking with me here. And all of a sudden, because I told her that, next thing I know, I need to be on dating apps, and I need a mail order bride, and whoa here, buddy. Whoa, buddy, no, that's not. I'm not marrying some fucking Chinese sleeper agent spy that's gonna be pouring fucking bleach powder in my coffee and then fleeing the fucking coop. I'm not Bjorn. All right, I'm not Bjorn. I'm not gonna be fucking. I'm not Bjorn, dude. My wife's not, my green card marriage wife isn't gonna run off into the hills after. So no, and that's insulting to even say that to like a dude. That's insulting to say that like you need some kind, like a woman needs to get something. And that's the thing too. Like, are you saying this because I don't have time to woo some Western woman over, so I need a mail order bride? Is that your logic behind that? Fucking Victoria J. What? I'm too much of a psychopath to obtain a Western woman the way that it has to be done nowadays, so I need a fucking mail order bride that has been fucking put in some weird situation, and she has to gain something out of it, and she's not actually going to be in the marriage. Like, that's fucked up to suggest to someone. That's just fucked up to suggest to someone, and it was meant to demean me. Like, saying that was meant to demean me, and then all of the, like, her talking to me, and then, like, leaning over and talking to Eric, and, like, you guys didn't, I don't know if you catch that, but if you go back, because I clipped the part where it was me and her talking. If you go back, she leans over to Eric at one point when I'm talking about Spar and Blackout Andy, and she's like, he's doing that to, he's saying sparring, because he doesn't want to say assault. And like, no, but here's the thing about that, okay? Here's the thing about that. Actual millionaire IRL streamers, like Sam Hyde has sparred people in his streamer house. Fish Tank is just a streamer house. Sam Hyde has sparred people in his streamer house. It's not illegal. It's not illegal, and you can't, like, Sam Hyde sparred iDubbbz underneath a fucking bridge. Like Sam Hyde, like, sparred iDubbbz underneath a fucking bridge. And you could say, like, it's not impossible. What I'm saying isn't impossible. It's not impossible to set up sparring on stream legally. So, like, this implication that Victoria J and Eric are making this scheme that them and big gangster OG Trev Dog the cop caller extraordinaire, big gangster Eric and big gangster OG Trev Dog, the California gangbanging cop callers, are trying to fucking conspire with Canadian cop caller Victoria J here as to how what I'm saying on YouTube is illegal. Like, but to use my instincts as a man to lure me into that, I mean, what the fuck is that's like entrapment beyond understanding to begin with. But like, I know, dude, it's so fucking pathetic. Like, these people claim they're the OG IRL streamers, and they're trying to get chatters arrested for suggesting that sparring happens. And I'm like, dude, if you guys get into the like, what I'm suggesting could literally revive this neck of the IRL woods, and they just desperately don't want it to happen because they know they can't survive in that IP2. They know the IP2 that I'm suggesting would not be a home for them, but it would be a home for someone like me who actually works for a living. That's what it is like they don't want that IRL world to exist where it's not life ruination, it's not this, that, and the other, and like the personalities just duel each other instead of trying to ruin each other's lives. Like they could do Bloodsport-esque arguments that lead up to actual non-illegal sparring to settle the fucking conflict, and then they can move the fuck on and argue with someone else in the community. They could fucking rematch. Like, this would be way better than this life ruination bullshit, and that's what they don't want. They don't want that IP2 to exist, and that's why they don't want people like me to be heard. That's why they don't want people like me to have a channel like that. And I've been suggesting this since before Saint 10 even got on the fucking RV with Chicken Andy. I was literally in Chicken Andy's Discord suggesting this shit before Saint 10 and Stony were even a part of fucking IP2. And they don't want the conversation to be had. I've seen other people suggesting this. I've seen people on Blackout Andy's panels suggesting that they spar instead of doing this life ruination bullshit. It's just they don't want it to exist in IP2. They want to pretend it's not legally possible. They want to pretend it's illegal, but they ran around doing this macing shit until it did national news headlines. Fucking Saint 10 and Chicken Andy jumped that dude outside of that restaurant. Saint 10 and Chicken Andy jumped how many people while they were in that RV together? All of those bullshit ass fights. And dude, like, what the hell? Cheeto and the Bean Gang did all of that sparring on stream. There's ways to legally spar on a stream. Okay? Yeah, there's ways to legally spar on a stream. Is all I'm saying. It's not impossible. Maybe it's not easy, but it's not impossible. I guarantee you it would take not even 30 minutes of me talking to an AI to figure out a way to legally set up sparring on stream. I guarantee you. But Victoria Cop Caller Jay and Big Gangster Cop Caller Eric and all of them, they all want to pretend it's impossible. Could never happen. Could never happen in the IRL world. But you know, I'm just saying this life ruination shit doesn't need to happen. That's all I'm saying. I mean, it would definitely make me happy to spar Victoria J after the way she's treated me, that's for sure. Like, and I know everyone thinks I'm just some crazy incel for acting like this about women and this, that, and the other, but I literally have been abused and mistreated by women my entire fucking life. Dude, I don't even know how to explain the vile things that women have done to me, because there's like nuance and underhandedness behind the things that women have done to me that like you wouldn't pick up on unless you like sat down and thought about it and you like lived it through my perspective. But like there's and I'm talking even in workplaces. I'm talking about women that I haven't even slept with, dude. There's women that I've never even slept with that have done just ridiculously cruel things to me. And like things like that would put me on the street and make me homeless if I had to make ends meet, dude. Women have done things to me in the workplace that was an attempt to that didn't even know me, like women that didn't even know me. They just saw me and my skin, but they thought I was a good worker until I said something that made them mad once. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, these women that I never even talked to, just were my bosses in the workplace, are trying to get me put in jail, trying to make me homeless, trying to take food out of my mouth, trying to get me blacklisted from industries. Women that thought I was a good worker up until I inconvenienced them. This is what I mean when I say I've been abused and mistreated by women my entire life. It has nothing to do with whether or not they want to sleep with me. They literally just fuck with me for existing and looking the way I look. They just fuck with me for existing and looking the way I look. Okay, I'm talking about women that have been my bosses. I was a fucking temp. They didn't even have the nerve to fucking hire me yet. And they're trying to fucking take food out of my mouth, make me fucking homeless, and get me fucking arrested just because I said something to them in the workplace that they didn't like. Like, that's how fucked up women are to me, okay? That's what I mean when I say I've been abused and mistreated by women my entire life. I mean in the workplace, in relationships. I mean they've been abusing me emotionally and physically, like even in relationships and not in relationships, dating back to like fucking elementary and middle school, dude. Like, women have fucked with me severely my entire life, and this is what I mean when I say that I've been abused and mistreated by women my entire life. They're probably banned. The other 4 people are probably banned. They're probably people from like fucking Chicken Andy, Carterverse, Stalker spheres that are they're probably dialing 911 as we speak to try to send 17 fucking sheriff's deputies here with fucking long with fucking rifles to and a helicopter to try to fucking stuff me for fucking talking about the way I've been treated in the workplace by their daughters and shit like that. Like it's probably literally Kecker and Chicken Andy's Discord sphere that also knows Saint 10, the people who organized me being swatted. It's probably Carterverse people dialing the fucking SWAT team as we speak to try to get a helicopter and drones. Yeah, I know. They're probably all banned. They're literally probably all banned. Nah, you don't even understand, dude. You don't even understand. Like, I've worked for like female like prosecutors that like owned fucking like a chain of franchises. Like, I worked for a woman that used to like be a judge or a prosecutor or some shit that owned a franchise, and I had to work alongside her daughters and shit like that. And like, I've been fucked with, like, I've had a lot of female bosses and they have all treated me like absolute fucking dog shit, and I can tell they were treating me the way they were treating me because I'm a pale person, because I'm a pale man, and they think that I am not entitled to the same treatment as everyone else. Like, you don't understand, dude. You don't understand having to fucking like claw and bite just to make it out of a fucking temp position for a job that's never gonna fucking pay anything, dude. You don't understand what it's like to have a fucking woman that like have you under her fucking thumb in a workplace, like as a fucking temp, like slaving away, hoping to get a job and benefits one day. Like you're a fucking temp, and then like you you say one thing that they don't like, and then all of a sudden they're literally trying to fucking, they're taking your job away that you never got. You never got hired, you were a temp, so they're taking your job away, trying to make you homeless, trying to take food out of your mouth. Fucking, what's it called? They're calling the cops on you, and this is every fucking place I go where I have a female boss, dude. It's like they're always, boom, they're like vegan with an evidence packet. They're trying to get an RO put on you just because you said something they don't like in the workplace. So they're immediately vegan patriot evidence packeting you, a female boss, especially if you're a temp. If you're a temp, they're definitely going to vegan patriot evidence packet you. So these female bosses, boom, they're going to vegan patriot evidence packet you if you say something they don't like. They're going to be on the phone with the sheriffs, and the sheriffs want to sleep with your female boss, so they're going to treat you like absolute garbage because they want to sleep with your female boss that's trying to vegan patriot evidence packet you. And the local sheriffs aren't going to care because they're there to protect the business and not you. So it doesn't matter that this woman is trying to vegan patriot evidence packet you. They think they're helping a local business out by letting the woman vegan patriot evidence packet you. So your female boss is going to vegan patriot evidence packet you if you say something she doesn't like, and she's going to try to get an RO on you, on top of taking your job away from you that you never got because you were a fucking temp. So you could be a temp there for a year. If they haven't hired you yet, you don't even have benefits, you're not even technically an employee, and you're under the thumb of this click clack click clack click clack click clack fucking female boss walking all over the place in her fucking click clack shoes with a fucking pen, click 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 clack click clack click clack click clack click click click, like fucking sounding like the fucking predator, like lurking around your fucking job. So you got this bitch roaming around that's never gonna pay you enough money. No one else in your workplace even speaks English, by the way. So you're stranded on an island here under the thumb of an English-speaking female boss. And if you say anything to her, she's gonna fucking vegan patriot evidence packet you, and build a bad reputation with you and your local police on top of it, because they're gonna act like you're a fucking psychopath. So this is what I got to deal with. This is the emotional abuse that I have to deal with from women. Like I'm stuck under their thumb. They don't want me to ever make enough money to survive. And if I ever say anything to them, they're going to fucking vegan patriot evidence packet me, except the police are going to believe them because the local police want to protect businesses and not humans. And if you say anything to the local police, they're just going to tell you to shut the fuck up, and they're going to arrest you if you keep talking to them. So this is what I got to deal with. Welcome to the fucking land of the free. And I've been dealing with this fucking bullshit in like every form from fucking women since I was in fucking elementary school. It's fucking garbage. And then I got Victoria J over here trying to use my male instincts against me. It's fucking garbage. It's garbage is all I'm saying. You don't understand. You don't understand. how terrible this shit is. And then these female bosses just replaced people like me with robots after I got. That's the thing. That's the thing. They never even improved their standards. They just got rid of the jobs. Now it's just fucking Roombas. It's AI Roombas that are doing what I used to do. But before that, I was literally working at there before the AI Roombas came along. It was me sulking around those fucking warehouses as a temp with the fucking click clack, with the fucking clickety clackety fucking female bosses making the fucking predator in the woods noises, watching me work, just fucking click clack, click clack, click clack, click clack, click clack, click clack, fucking stomping around in their fucking shoes, watching me work as a temp. I'm not even hired by the fucking company. They're just paying me not enough money to survive, and they're not even giving me benefits. I'm not even building a retirement plan. Like, it's garbage is all I'm saying. You don't understand. I guess. Sure, I could get on my soapbox and explain why Victoria J is indicative of the problem with the Western world, because this is the thing, dude. Victoria J props up all of these just bullshit men. She props up all of these bullshit men because she just doesn't want to do what it takes to satisfy a worthwhile, like. And I don't think I'm some fucking prize as a man, but here's the thing, dude. Like, I'm honest and I try to do right by people, and Victoria J just doesn't want to step up as a woman and like be a woman for a fucking like trustworthy man. That's where all of her problems stem from. Like, hold on. So Victoria asked you to basically be her hitman, so to speak. Go at Q and others, then toss you. Basically, yeah. So this was around. I think she was lurking on my page because she said she watched me when she was doing her initial run with IBL. So Victoria J's been lurking and watching me, and I think her and her cabal were waiting for an opportunity to use me, so to speak, as a pawn, which is crazy because you could just learn how to do internet trolling, I guess, is really the thing, instead of doing it this way. This is kind of the long way, in my opinion, like using people as fucking pawns and just hoping they'll do your bidding and shit. But so Victoria J has been lurking apparently, and she saw me stirring shit up with Q, and she saw that after Q doxed her, I think she went off the deep end, and I think she saw me as a viable person to approach for help. I don't know if she put a ton of thought into that, because if she's actually been lurking, then she knows that I am not a big fan of women, if that makes sense. So what do you do if someone doesn't like women? You know what I mean? Like, you try to trigger their instincts as a man, and she tried to trigger my instincts as a man by being a woman and claiming that she needs help, and knowing that I'm not a fan of women. That's the only thing you can do if a man doesn't like women, to get him to help a woman that isn't giving him anything. I suppose that's what VP tried. Yeah, that is kind of what VP tried to do to me too. But like, you kind of, okay, so here's the thing. You kind of view vegan as someone that is trying to be a traitor to her entire people with the way that she did what she did. So I already was kind of never gonna give vegan assistance that wasn't benefiting me somehow, because what vegan did is kind of like because here's what vegan did, in my opinion. Vegan grifted as someone that is trying to help, quote unquote, her people out. Like, vegan grifted as someone who is, quote unquote, trying to help her people out, and then in the background, and she claims she got manipulated into it, but that's not really an excuse. In the background, she's like doing something that is an industry that is extremely harmful to her people. And then the way that she did it was like, it was like an adult film that was meant to glorify a different demographic of men on top of it. So like that like the glory, the video where she was giving fellatio to men's phalluses through a hole in the wall, those kinds of things are set up in a way that is meant to glorify a specific demographic of men, okay? And her grifting as someone that is advocating for a different demographic of men while participating in adult content that is meant to glorify another demographic of men is an indicator that she is manipulative and vindictive. Okay, so I was never going to give vegan a bone that wasn't going to benefit me, because what vegan did was, number one, adult content is bad for men, regardless of what anyone says. It is bad for men. So participating in it at all means that you're probably not someone that can justify claiming that you're an advocate for people born in the United States. But on top of it, she was kind of trying to claim that she was an advocate for a specific demographic of people in the United States at the same time, while again in the background participating in adult content, which in itself is kind of sponsoring addiction, like a form of addiction, and that's bad for people that were born in the United States. So she was making content that was meant for addicts, for money, but on top of it, she was making content that was to the end of glorifying a different demographic of men other than the other demographic of men that she was also making money off of claiming that she was an advocate for. Like, so that's why I was never, again, gonna throw vegan a bone that was not also benefiting me. But Victoria J, like, literally just came to me as, from my perspective, other than being involved in degenerate internet things like, quote unquote, a normal woman. Like, she came to me as a normal woman and claimed she needed help. So I took that as she was probably in legitimate fear or something like that. I don't know if she was in legitimate fear or not. I knew from the start she could have been lying to me, but from my perspective, there would had to have been some legitimate fear behind it for her to approach me of all people and claim that she needs help. And then she started getting into suicide or she started getting into unaliving bait on top of it. And if I was correct in my theory that she knows people related to me being swatted on Discord, that would mean that she knows that I have tried to unalive myself before. And if she didn't, I literally told her during the conversation by explaining exactly the way that I've tried to unalive myself before and the situation that led to it. And like, her unalive baiting was another way to manipulate me, on top of like fucking trying to trigger my instincts as a man as a way to pry the door to the conversation open. But then the entrapping aspects of it, of the fact that like her and Eric were like audibly taking note of anything that could be incriminating about what I'm saying during the panel, was very odd. Yeah, it was very bad. Like, that's what I mean. Like, what she did was not okay to do to people. Like, that's not okay to do to people. And for the means to the end to be to get subscribers for a YouTube channel, that's probably what the max that she could get is, probably like, what, like 10,000 if she's lucky. If she actually breaks out of the IP2 sphere, because she's competing with AI slop. She's competing with AI slop. Like, you're not, this is the dude trying to out compete the fucking steam engine railroad rivet. This is the John Henry trying to beat the machine tier levels of like YouTube. It's not viable. It's not viable for humans to like make a living off of like YouTube, even as a hobby. Like, it's just got to be a passion project at this point. So like, what she did was just not okay to do to people, and the means to the end was to try to humiliate me in front of like a sub 100 crowd of people. That's weird, and that's really weird, and that's not okay to do to people. Like, that's so fucking bizarre. For the means, the means to the end is just to get a little bit of attention on the internet, to do all of that, to try to make me think about the time I tried to unalive myself. Well, is that why you were doing the unalive baiting? You wanted me to relive bad experiences mentally? Is that what you were doing by claiming that you're also an unalive, prone to try to unalive yourself kind of person? Like, is that really, like, were you just trying to trauma bond with me? You were trying to trauma bond with me, and you didn't care that that was making me think about bad moments in my life that I don't like thinking about? Like, what was the why? Why trauma bond over something like that just because you know that I've tried to do it before? Like, that's weird. Like, that's so weird. That's such a weird thing to try to trauma bond with someone over. Hey, we both might unalive ourselves one day, aren't we great? Like, that's such a weird thing to try to trauma bond with someone over. And the intention was never to actually get into anything romantic with me ever either. That's the thing. There was never ever a chance of us ever having anything along the lines of romantic happen between each other. she was definitely saying things that could get her 5150'd in my DMs. I would never do that to someone because people sent the FBI to my house to ensure that I would get 5150'd one time. So, like, I would never do that to anyone. I would never do that to anyone, even Victoria J, regardless of how much I don't like her. There's things I won't do even to people that I don't like, okay? I'm that kind of weirdo. I'm the weirdo that will do, within the confines of the law, things to people that I don't like that other people wouldn't, okay? I will do things within the confines of the law to people that other people would not do, that people would consider messed up. If people have done messed up things to me, I would not 5150 someone that I dislike. I wouldn't even do that to someone that I dislike. I've had it done to me many times. I really don't like the people that have 5150'd me. I really don't like the people that sent the FBI to my house to ensure that I would get 5150'd one time. So I would not do that to Victoria J, because I think that's messed up to do to someone. It is scarier than you would think, especially if you get put in the part of the psych ward that is for people who misbehave. It is definitely scarier than you would think, especially if the guards manhandle you and like strap you to a table and inject drugs into you. That's not fun. I didn't like when I had drugs injected to me, and I didn't like having to be strapped to a table until a weird tall Amazonian woman came and unshackled me from the table and like rubbed my body weirdly and led me to a room to sleep after. But I don't like I don't like being 5150'd, and I don't like being injected with drugs and strapped to tables, and I would not do that to Victoria J. But Victoria J definitely said things to me in DMs that would could get her 5150'd. Yes, Victoria J definitely said things in DMs with me that could get her 5150'd. If that was the question. When what? Well, see, I feel bad for Victoria J. And I hope she's not serious about it, because I'm pretty sure it is legal. I think assisted unaliving is legal in Canada, and I really hope Victoria J does not do that to herself. Like, I think people are capable of changing, and I don't like that governments in the Western Hemisphere are like making an industry out of assisted unaliving. Well, that'll do that to you, dude. Like, I don't think people should like take her platform away from her or anything, but like I think everyone should stop fucking with like people's lives. Like, really is the thing. Like, I think people should stop like trying to make hordes of people that are like attempting to like ruin each other's lives. Like, I don't know. Like, I think people are capable of changing, and I think there is a good person in there somewhere. I think there is a good person in there somewhere, like in regards to Victoria J. I don't know. I think she thinks she's doing good things, probably. I think Victoria J thinks she's attempting to do good things somehow. I do. Yeah, like, I don't know. I think there's a good person in there somewhere, but I don't know. She should stop, like, doing what she's doing, I guess. And, like, I hope she doesn't unalive herself, because I think that's illegal. I think you can get assisted unaliving in Canada, and I don't think she should do that to herself. And I think she should stop saying things. Yeah. Well, she's just not smart, dude. I told her at one point, and she agreed with me. I'm like, dude, Victoria J, like, you need a handler, because, like, you're letting, like, there's a reason people are very hesitant to do call-ins. There's a reason people are hesitant to do call-ins, and it's because, it's just, anyone can come in there. She had IBL, show his phallus on the stream. She's had a lot of people come on and say the N-word. She like, I told her, like, she was playing with fire. Like, you can't just let anyone come on and talk, because they're gonna come on and say something that'll get your channel taken down. And she let anyone come on, and I told her this, and she didn't even, this was like right after she attempted to humiliate me the first time on her stream, dude. Like, and this was my first time ever talking to her, so this is my first time actually hearing her voice and going back and forth with her live in a call. And, like, she tried to humiliate me, but even after that, I told her, dude, I'm like, you gotta be careful. Like, this was right after IBL, like, did the, like, showed his phallus on her stream, and she had to turn the stream off. I'm like, dude, you need to stop just letting anyone come on, because they're gonna say whatever, and they're gonna get your channel taken down. Like, you need to stop. And she was like, I know. And she kept doing it, but I tried to tell her, and she would still have her first channel if she listened to me, and I lost my first, like I lost to, I don't even want to say it. Sure, yeah, I'll talk to Saint, but, like, yeah, like, I know what it's like to get banned after you put a lot of effort into something, and it can make you want to unalive yourself, like, especially if you're prone to it, like, because that you just put a lot of effort into something. It was like you expressing yourself, and then a way to express yourself got taken away from you, and then you'll never know if any of those people that watched all that stuff that you put effort into are ever gonna watch it again or know it existed. And it's like they just erased, like, something you put a lot of effort into from existence. So, like, yeah, it can make you want to unalive yourself. So, like, I get it, but, like, I tried to tell her not to just let anyone talk on her channel, and this was after she fucked with me. Like, this was after she fucked with me. I still told her not to let just anyone talk on her channel, and she still did it anyway, and then she lost the channel. So, like, I don't know. Like, I tried to help her even after she fucked with me, and she didn't listen to me. But I don't think she should I don't think she should try to unalive herself. I don't know. Didn't I already install Warzone? What did I install if I didn't install Warzone? Oh, I installed Modern Warfare 2. Hold on. Well, I might be playing Wreckfest instead. What the hell? I clicked on Warzone. Oh, they're gonna make me buy the other games to play Warzone? Oh no. Wait, what? Whatever, dude. We'll fucking play Wreckfest then while that shit installs. I like this game because I can tell that it is reusing assets from like Burnout and shit like that. Um, so that's why I like. That's why I like Wreckfest. Yeah, no, I really don't think Victoria J, like, she should stop saying stuff that's gonna get her 5150, because here's the thing. You don't have a good time getting 5150, dude. I got 5150. I wasn't kidding when I said I got manhandled by guards and I got strapped to a table and I couldn't move anything but my head and they injected drugs into me and I don't know what they injected into me and then like I wasn't allowed to move until a like giant Amazonian woman came into the room and like unshackled me from the table and like lifted me up from the table herself and like she started rubbing me weirdly and like held my hand and walked me to a room and like put me in a bed after I was injected with drugs. So like I don't want anyone to go through stuff like that. Like it's weird and like that you can have a normal experience or that could happen if you get 5150 and it's you don't know. So like I don't want that to happen to anyone and I don't think Victoria J I don't think Victoria J wants that either. And I think she should stop saying things that could get her 5150 because I don't want that to happen to her. And I also don't think she should unalive herself. And I don't know what of either is true. And I don't think she should do either of those. So... Like, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Raccoon Truck. Like, I'm not trying to garner sympathy for her or anything, dude. Like, I'm not trying to garner sympathy for her. I'm just trying to point out, like, how bizarre she is more than anything. Like, you know, you could... It is what it is, you know? I mean... It's not a hug box. Like, I don't want to harp too much on, like, how she's a bad person and, like, make people, like, try to do things that are out of line to her or something like that. Like, but, like, I also want to point out how bizarre she is. Like, I want to point out how bizarre she is in a polite way. Like, and, like, I also want to point out things that she should stop doing, that are, like, possibly going to cause bad times for her life. And I don't... It's not that I'm trying to make myself look like I'm some great person either, because I get very upset with the way Victoria Jade has treated me and the things that she's done to me. And like, I don't like that she's tried to like emasculate me as a man. Like I am very upset at the ways that Victoria J has attempted to like emasculate me as a man, and she hasn't even said the things to me that she said to people like Blackout Andy and shit like that. Hold on. Like, she hasn't even said the things to me that she said to people like Nick and Blackout Andy or like Eric and shit like that. And like, I don't know, man. I don't know how else to put it, but you guys wanted me to talk about her. Like, okay, and here's the thing. This is why I don't think I'm a bad person. This is why I don't think I'm a bad person for like saying the things that I've said about her in regards to describing intercourse between me and her, or saying that she should marry me and have my kids in DMs and stuff like that to her, and actually like suggesting that as in like like a deal, so to speak. Yeah, she thinks she's clever, Raccoon Truck. She thinks she's clever. I'm glad I mean, I don't think you need to be smart to say this. This is, I think I was led with that at some point. You don't, like, I don't think you need to, like, be a genius to notice this, because I think there's, in a lot of ways, I'm socially inept and I don't notice obvious things. I would almost say that I don't have common sense sometimes. But I don't think you need to be smart to notice that she's trying to, like, this is what's messed up about her initial claim that she's like a femcel, or that she's trying to make an alliance between incels, or like between disenfranchised men and women that are dysgenic, so to speak. That's another way that she's trying to grift off of lonely men, or the lonely male epidemic. And I don't think that's cool. Like, I don't, and I know I sound like a hippie, but I'm trying to put this in professional terminology. I don't I think men and women should be upset with her trying to get in the head of what she believes is the lonely male epidemic. And I don't think that I was asking too much by asking that, since she wanted to try to get in the head of the lonely male epidemic demographic, that she be my wife and have my kids, not even as a form of apology, but just as a way to show that there's a human underneath all that. I think she kind of owes me that in a way, because I don't, it is profoundly disturbing to see an actual human in the flesh attempt to get in the head of the low, like, that's so messed up, dude, to get in the head of what she perceives as the lonely male epidemic demographic, to try to control those people, in a manner of speaking, just using the fact that she's a woman as a way to try to control those people is profoundly disturbing. It is disturbing to see that a human like that exists. always do this shit in a fucking race. I think it's hilarious that there's just a straight up work van. Like an old ass Winnebago or some shit. I was trying to drive a truck earlier, but I couldn't get it tuned to where it wouldn't fall the fuck over with the parts I had unlocked for it. And this thing's a fucking nightmare to drive too, the way I have it tuned. I don't even know what the sport parts I put in are gonna do. I don't even... Oh god. Having to tune this shit per thing, like, when I have no idea, is just spook. I don't even want to retune it, dude. And I know that this isn't even as complicated as older racing games I played, and I know there's modern racing games that are just as complicated, like, there's fucking ones where you can put them, I think Forza, you can in like Astra Corda or some shit like that, where you can put them in wind tunnels and shit, like, ooh, I need a layman's racing game. I'm gonna have to restart this shit. I can't settle for not first place, dude. I don't care how fucked up my tune is. I don't care. I don't care that I'm using sport parts on a dirt track. I just need #1. Oh god. Oh, I turned the wheel to the right too quickly. Hey, you cut that out. Oh god. And it just causes the whole can of worms every time. It just causes the whole can of worms. I got one lap to recover from that and everything. Whoa. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, it's done. The game's done. The game's had enough. Game's had enough. The game wasn't feeling it. Alright, so I guess we'll play some War Thunder now that happened. We'll play some War Thunder about that. Oh god, now that... Can you just install... Can you please just install Warzone? I just want you to install Warzone. Could you just install, please? If you'd install, that'd be real nice, Warzone. Why does the download have to restart?